Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Patter Crafts, and today I'm here with a design team project for Scrapping for Less. I'll be using this stamp set from Scrapping for Less called Teresa Talks Fall. I'll be using the lady with the coffee cup image and the sentiment Happy Pumpkin Spice Season, but there's a couple other images that completely scream fall and a couple other sentiments. I'll leave a link to the Scrapping for Less store in the description box below in case you'd like to see exactly what the stamp set looks like. I will also be using this Neutrals Volume 1 pattern paper pad, also from Scrapping for Less. I thought this would work really well because I really want this image here to pop kind of off the card. I want her to really stand out. So this Neutrals pattern paper pad worked perfect. I've gone ahead and stamped out my image and die cut that with an oval die. I've also cut out a couple of other pieces of pattern paper to add to my card base. So the first thing I'm going to do is adhere down my main panel. I'll be using some 110-pound black cardstock today. This cardstock is just some cardstock purchased from a big box store. I think it works perfect for card bases, and if you buy it on sale or with a coupon, it's a fairly good deal, especially when I'm buying the 100 piece packs. So I think this like swirly image here is I just love it. I don't want to say it's cute. It's not cute. It's not really elegant. It's just a really fun pad. It's just fun. It's fun. I wanted to include it in this card. So what I did is I used a circle die and I'm using basically about half to a little more than half of that just to add some. I just really wanted to add to the card, let's be honest. So I went ahead. I really struggled because I really wanted to use it, so I was trying to figure out the best way to add it to the card, and this is what I came up with. I did also trim down some of this striped pattern paper with a stitched like a fishtail banner die. So we've gone ahead and cut those two pieces to kind of fill that bottom area. I did have to trim them down because they were too long, and I did want one to be a little bit longer than the other, so we'll go ahead and adhere that onto my card as well. Then we'll go ahead and add the foam tape here, and I go to grab the foam tape. I'm going to pop the woman with a coffee up on some foam tape. I'm also popping up the sentiment with foam tape. I usually like to add some kind of mat to my sentiments just to kind of have them stand out a little bit, but I didn't have anything that kind of matched that was solid. And I wanted to bring in just a little bit of color over there. So I grabbed the Wild Honey Distress ink. This is one of my favorite distress inks for fall. It's kind of an orangey brown. It's not really bright. It's just a perfect fall distress ink. It's definitely one of my favorites. So I added some distress ink around that sentiment, put that on with some foam tape, and now we're cutting my foam tape to be really thin so that it will fit on this Teresa image, especially her legs. They're really, really thin, and my foam tape is 3/4 of an inch. So I definitely had to cut that really tiny, which is kind of hard because this foam tape is really sticky, which is great, but it doesn't like to cut very well. Like if I have to cut really tiny, it kind of sticks to my scissors. I probably just need to get some different scissors. But anyway, I've gone ahead and popped that up. And this is basically all we're going to do for the front. And because I loved that coffee cup with a pumpkin from the stamp set, I decided I want to add that to my card. I'm going to add it here on the center. And I decided I'm going to bring in the Wild Honey Distress ink again to stamp that on. I thought it would be light enough where I could write over it. And I definitely would be able to write over it if I needed to, but it definitely was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. But we're just going with it because in the end, if I go to use this card or to give this card out and I don't like it, I'll just add a white mat over the top of it and hide it, because sometimes I do that. Like there's a sentiment I stamped on the inside, but I want to use the card for something else. Uh, so I just add another mat to the inside of the card. So go ahead and adhere that down, and I want to thank you all so very much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you'd like to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But until next time, everyone, have a great day or night. Bye.